It gives me great pleasure to be here with you all at an important juncture of our economic development. Well, I don't know how much I can tell you about spices because the President and his family will tell you much more. I think you are run about 150 or 200 years in the game. But spices played an important role in our economy for thousands of years. We had the best spices. In the last 30-40 years, we neglected and our revenue from spices came down. We didn't go into value addition. Now that has to change. With the restructuring of the economy and its sustainability, we have to become a competitive economy and an export-oriented economy. We have to earn far more foreign exchange if we have to settle our debts and also ensure that we have a positive balance of payment situation. Which means we have to look at all areas of economic activity which are competitive and which will bring us foreign exchange whether we export or services provided here. So the government, the Ministry of Finance especially, is looking at areas where this can be done. Now one area is spices. Spices bring up $400 million. Sri Lanka's government in the old days ran on spices. It brought the Portuguese, the Dutch and the British here. So I think 400 million is too little. It's said in the times of Rajasinghe, the king of Sitavaka, he wanted to increase the price of cinnamon that was collected in the kingdom. That was all except around Colombo. So what did he do? He took his low quality cinnamon and burnt it. And he got a better income, enabling him to carry on his wars. So in different ways, we have used cinnamon. And what do we do now? We have to look at a bigger market. As you all have been talking, look at value addition and look at niche market. Where can you do? Where can you go? And it's a wide range you have. So what the government has stepped in. We want to help you and help ourselves to increase the products. One is we have established a separate department for cinnamon development. Much more can be done. After all, many of the lands that were used for cinnamon are today under tea, rubber or coconut and are not doing that well. The intercropping is available. Then there's pepper, which was basically home garden crop for a long time. So many other spices. So let's identify them and go ahead. For cinnamon, a special department. So we will look at other spices, how you improve it, what are your targets. In addition to the spices, we are also adding two others. Coffee, which we are famous for, which we have quality coffee, and cocoa. We had the best cocoa, one of the best varieties of cocoa. Today we haven't got that. And the biscuit and the chocolate producers have met me asking to increase cocoa. So we will come out with a package to help you. One way is that some of the JEDB, SPC, Alcadua lands which are good for spices, cocoa or coffee will be put onto the market. Some of them are not as far as tea, though they are tea lands, actually their productivity is low. So those are lands which can be available. We'll make it available next year for all of you who are interested in improving your production. Then there will be other lands privately owned. So we will now work these details out. To do that, in addition to the cinnamon development department, what I have done is to bring the whole agriculture sector together. We can't have one for coconut, one for cinnamon, one for paddy. So while we have this, you have the export development, export agriculture. But I am wondering, why can't you merge agriculture and export agriculture? After all our products must be competitive, whether it's horticulture, agriculture, anything. All of them must be competitive. You can't have a domestic agriculture. This is our problem now, which is not competitive, and agriculture that is competitive. Looking at increasing the paddy production hectare to go up to 6 or 8 metric tons, as the minister says, some areas are producing 11, which means a whole lot of land in the wet zone can be available for the cultivation. That's the way we want to. There will be lands we are looking at Mahavalley System B and System A, which will have a lot of land available for cultivations. So look at the crops. And this is why this is called the Agricultural Modernization Program. We want to modernize agriculture, bring technology in, look at the market. Now I can tell you one thing, I know one group who can't do this. That's the government. We can help you, we can give policy, we can give support. Rest is yours. So you who are in the Spices Council, kindly come up with a plan, the minister and I am more than prepared to consider and see in which ways we can help you. It's up for you. At least $1 billion to begin with, but if you are successful, more than $1 billion should come in. We are an agricultural country. We must not give up our agriculture because we are going into manufacturing services. No, we shouldn't. We should go in and increase it. And with digitalization, what can't you do? The farm has only the handphone and achieve miracles. So we are looking at all this, bringing together the green economy, the digital economy, and agricultural modernization, and look for exports. It's up for you. If you are come with the plans and you want any foreign advice, we'll look at that. We certainly will help you. So that is the short message I have. It's up for you now to work it out and meet the minister and me, and then we will see how we can go ahead.